So resist not evil was said by Jesus. Okay. So he said, whatever anybody is doing, you should not resist. Like somebody is coming and slapping you, don't resist. But Swami Vivekananda has come up little bit strongly against this, because this is a rare quality and fit for Jesus and maybe Mahatma Gandhi and maybe some other people. But towards the end of this whole story, he says he has traveled half the world and he has not, I'll read that, he has not met, he says, I do not know if I have seen 20 persons in my life who are really calm and non-resisting, and I have traveled over half the world. So then let us understand that if when we speak of this topic, it is going to be a little bit harsh for us, because it is going to bring out our hypocrisy. We pretend to be calm, but inside we are raging with fire. So he's saying, don't resist. Just do what's required. So then, you have to resist rather. Like, okay, what is the confusion here is that he says, if somebody is coming and, just hitting you, say, okay, hit here also, hit here also. It's okay. Do what you want. I will not resist you. But that does not serve us well, because he says very clearly, our entire social fabric will fall into pieces. It's like somebody came and said, okay, I'm in here and I want to take all the gold and the money in your house, and do not resist evil. Will you sit quietly? No, we are supposed to resist. We are supposed to argue, fight, call the police, do whatever possible. We are not a saint, right? A saint says, okay, you're a thief. I have only one blanket to give you. I'm so sorry. Take this and go. But it is fit for a saint, because for him it really doesn't matter. For us, everything matters. Everything matters. So we have to face the truth first, that yes, it matters to me. Right now, if even 1 gram of gold is taken from me, it will matter to me. Forget about the rest. So then let me be resisting. Let me fight, or let me resist and do what's needed. It's not about saying, I'm Sant, I'm Bhagwan, I'm reading, I'm spiritual, so you can do what you want. We have not reached that state. We have to be very straight with ourselves, that all this stuff that says that, it's okay, I understand, we don't. We don't. When we say I understand, we actually don't. But we are simply doing it. Inside we are thinking, bahar milegi nahi, laga dungi. अंदर आता है ये बात. See, inside we are different. We are devils. And outside we are like, oh, we are like Bhagwan, incarnate Devi. No, we are Bhadrakali inside. We are Rudra inside. Outside we are behaving like, oh, I'm so calm and peaceful. So this hypocrisy has to go. If you are angry, then you have to deal with your anger. I'm not saying show the anger. You have to deal with it. I'm not saying, okay, this person is hitting, I'm also going to hit. No, I'm getting the urge to hit. Why? This is spiritual. Sit down, think, why am I so violent? Why do I feel so much violence in me? Why is there so much anger in me? I have to work on this. But we don't accept it only. In the acting of being calm, we forget that anger was boiling inside me, but I just kept my mouth shut. And inside some ulcer came, thyroid came, cancer came. How? Because I was suppressing that. Don't do all that. So then what? I should start fighting? So many people have asked me, Arey, you always say that you have to be calm and peaceful and samatvam. So what should we do if somebody is shouting at us? Even I want to shout back. So I kept quiet, but because you told, I said, I didn't say anything like that. I didn't say, I said, why is that noise inside me that you check? I'm not saying go and shout, because it will drain your energy, surely. But you felt that anger, sit with it and check, why do I have so much anger? You'll usually find out it's coming from expectation and attachment of something or someone. Either it could be our image, or it could be your money, or it could be some finance, or it could be some relationship, some possessiveness. See, we don't know. It could be due to anything. So then check yourself first, because here the hypocrisy comes when outside I'm behaving very nicely, but inside there's a lot of poison. And because I'm so calm outside, I actually start believing and imagining that I am that one. But actually I'm not. Inside I'm that, छक्के छुड़ा देंगे हम इनके, Chak de India types of characters inside. And outside, oh, so spiritual and so simple and so. Nahi. Whatever is inside, I'm not, again, I'll repeat that. Don't go and hit anybody because there is permission given. It is not that. It is understanding that inside there is a lot of anger, lot of fire, lot of negative. And it comes out. And okay, I can remove it, but it doesn't serve the purpose. I have to sit with it and work it out. I have to deal with it. I have to understand it. I have to find out the reason for it and not, shove it. Baad mein dekhte. No, look at it, stare at it, find out the root cause of it and try to remove it from the root cause. For that, we have to face what's inside us. Most of the time, we are like in COVID also, I used to say, mask ki itna aadat ho gaya hai कि we don't remove the mask only for ourselves also. I am saying, keep the mask where it is needed. No need to shout or abuse and spoil your language. But you felt like, okay, good. Sit with yourself, remove the mask and think, why am I feeling this? So face yourself. Otherwise, we'll be termed as hypocrites by our own selves. Nobody will know, right? So now, see, he says very clearly, not only so, it would be making men feel that they were always doing wrong, right? Because they resisted. Now, a woman, husband is shouting at the wife, and wife is like, in front of my in-laws, I can't say anything, so I keep my mouth shut. Nothing like that. You can open your mouth and say, stop shouting at me. I'm not going to take this anymore. Simple. You don't have to become like that one. You don't have to, तूने दो गाली दिया तो मैं चार दूंगी. No, this is not तू मैं happening here. What they will say, you will look at it and say, okay, I don't want to get into that. But I'm not taking this at all. At all. Same thing for men. If the women are doing something, whether it's a parent or whoever it is, tell them, I won't take any more of this. Be as kind as possible if they are parents. If they are children, you just tell them, no nonsense. I'm not taking this. Finish. And when it comes to the partners, then you have to be very clear, this is not taken by me. Same way, I'm also not going to do this stuff for them. But if the women are doing, then the men have a right saying, bas ho, finish. Stop the drama, I'm not taking any more. No need to be rude and abusive and fighting and shouting. ये सब drama नहीं चाहिए. सीधा बोल देने का कि नहीं, I will not take this. So this much courage we need. It requires courage to open our mouth. उसके बाद हम लोग हो जाएंगे क्या वो resist not evil. तो पहले तो ताकत तो चाहिए ना भाई. औकात ही नहीं है अभी. Don't have the ability to resist. The ability to, speak our mind, the ability to say what we have to say. I always keep saying, become strong. You should be able to say what you say without being abusive or being, shouting, and no need. But say what you have to say. Do not be suppressed by anybody. Whether you're working in the office or wherever. Our first instinct is what to tell this person. And then you go out and you start shouting at the person who is under you. That's weak. A weak person will do that, not a strong person. So then find out, oh, this is my weakness. Women will start hitting their children after fighting with the spouse. अरे बच्चे ने क्या किया? कुछ नहीं. Maybe they just put a glass down or they didn't do their homework. Because I'm frustrated because my in-law was shouting at me or somebody was, we start, or the boss was shouting. So the husband comes and starts shouting at the wife, or the wife comes and starts shouting at the husband or the children. This is not what we are thinking of. No shouting required, but you have to speak your mind. I will not take nonsense. This attitude should be clear for everybody. We don't have the courage. That's the problem. Because he says that not only so, it would be making men feel that they were always doing wrong. Like suppose the woman tells the spouse in front of the in-laws that stop shouting at me, I will not take this. Now the in-laws will say, what kind of a lady she is? What kind of daughter-in-law we got? And she's doing wrong by speaking like this. That's their problem. They can say it. It's their way of thinking. You still have to learn to speak your mind. If you can't, you will be in trouble. It's not about fighting back. It's only about speaking your mind. You deserve the respect in your house and in your office or wherever it is, wherever you are. And cause in them scruples of conscience in all their actions, because then it would weaken them. Imagine somebody who is constantly being dominated or suppressed by someone, and then there is self-disapproval, and he goes on saying it would breed more vice than any other weakness would. It will bring a lot of negatives within us. Now the child is going to say something and the parents say, just don't open your mouth now. Just keep your mouth shut. And the child listens to that and then goes and smokes. Maybe goes and drinks. Maybe does something else. Maybe pornography. Why? Because ghar pe muh ban kiya na. So then be very careful that everybody should be allowed to express in a decent way in front of everybody. Right? So then to the man who has begun to hate himself, the gate to degeneration has already opened. At one point, we start hating ourselves because we are not able to come back. Right? We start feeling, I'm a disgusting person. I'm so weak. I'm useless. And we start hating ourselves. And it is the gate opening to degeneration. It's self-destruction. Self-destruction. So be very careful. And also don't think too much of our own self. Like, I deserve to be called the princess in the house. Aisa bhi nahi. You have to have some sanity in us that I should be treated like this. Who are you? We are normal people and we should treat everybody in the normal way. So then you should be treating someone with love, and the same person should be also treating you with love. If they cannot, you have to say clearly that you're not able to do this. We don't have the courage. Don't have the courage. And then we hate ourselves. We start disliking ourselves and feeling disgusted about ourselves. And then we go into self-destruction, depression, and all these things, and diseases, everything. So be very bold. See, it is Swami Vivekananda we are dealing with. He's going to open his mouth every time and say, be bold, be courageous. He has a poem actually where he says, oh sannyasi bold, say Om Tat Sat Om. And beautiful poems by Swami Vivekananda. So he says, oh sannyasin, bold. So his word was bold, be courageous, don't be a weakling. But that doesn't mean I become like others. I also start fighting, hitting, beating like an animal. No. But you say, I will not take this. Clearly. Be very clear. And of course, our first duty is not to hate ourselves. You have to mark this. He says the first duty is not to hate ourselves. It's so strange But we actually hate ourselves, If you actually sit down and think, there are certain things about you that you're able to do, not able to do. And at one point, you start hating yours. Some of us could start hating our own body because it's not the way it is supposed to. Technically, as per society. Who decides? You decide how you want to be. And then make it like that. Be bold. Be courageous. So then do not hate yourselves, because to advance, we must have faith in ourselves first and then in God. I don't trust myself, but I trust my Guru. नहीं हो सकता. I trust myself, so I have faith in the Gurus. Then, how do I get faith in myself? By working hard, by being strong, mentally, physically, both. And mentally more than physically. Physically, we could have some illness, which is okay, which makes us feel dependent, but mentally strong with strong willpower. Strong willpower. I will come out of this. This faith will bring faith in the Guru, faith in the divine for us. This paragraph is really very powerful. So now, therefore, the only alternative remaining to us is to recognize that duty and morality vary under different circumstances, not that the man who resists evil is doing and what is always and in itself wrong, right? As the example goes, the daughter-in-law telling the husband that, no, I will not tolerate this nonsense from you. And the mother-in-law saying, Arey, how can you talk like that to my son? That doesn't work. Doesn't work. You have to tell her it doesn't work. It's between us. It's between us. It doesn't work. So then, but that in different circumstances in which he is placed, it may become even his duty to resist evil. Now suppose, now somebody is like hitting a child. The other one can go and say, don't do this. It's your duty to do it. You cannot touch that child. They'll say, it's my child. But no, it's my child also. You're not supposed to hit the child. No, I'm the father. But I'm the mother. Be bold. You might get a beating yourself trying to separate them, but it doesn't matter. You're stronger. You're older. Stronger and older. You can give back if required. No? You should have the power and the strength to resist all nonsense. Don't take any nonsense. Be bold. The minute we are bold, why is he saying so much? The minute we are bold, we are internally so powerful. We are so powerful that we will never become hypocrites in our life. We will never pretend. We will never pretend that I am soft and, I am what I am. I am not rude, but I am not very, very calm and sweet. And I'll say, okay, you hit me, I will listen to you. I am spiritual, you abuse me, I will listen to you. This is the biggest nonsense I have heard. That I'm spiritual, you can abuse me, I'm going to sit and listen. You're not spiritual yet, first of all. Second is, why take all that? Tell them, I am spiritual, so I'm telling you nicely, instead of giving you back, that you have to close your mouth now. That's it. No nonsense. Very clearly, as we are all into families, we all have issues in the family. Nobody is escaping anything. Everybody has issues in each and every family. Everybody has an issue. There is no one who can say, oh, my family is hunky-dory, no issues. Then we are hypocrites. All families, different problems, of course, but everybody has their own issues. It could be partner issues, parents' issues, in-laws' issues, some other issues, office issues, some issues happening constantly in our life. Everywhere we have to be bold, not rude, and not angry. If you want to be spiritual, then. Otherwise, you can do that in the beginning. Be rude, be angry, then learn, oh, no. I'm supposed to transform myself to be a better person. So better person is one who will say that no. We should know how to say no and when to say no. It's not about being too, drama company style, but we should know when to say no. That's all. And this is one paragraph. Next, he'll come to Krishna and Arjuna. We'll take next time, where Krishna calls Arjuna a hypocrite and a coward because of his refusal to fight. Imagine. So that's how strong it is. And this chapter itself is strong. Post which we'll get into Grahastha Ashrama, where he will say what a Grahastha has to do. That time I want all of you sitting with the notebook making the points. There are so many. And then sit down later on and decide which I have not done at all. We'll see that, oh, बहुत कुछ तो किया ही नहीं. We enjoy the Grahastha part of partner and children and fun. But he's saying that's only one small part. There is much more to do in Grihastha. So that is the next page and onwards. Okay. So we'll close today.
Om Asato Ma Satkamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. From untruth lead me to truth, from darkness lead me to light, from death lead me to immortality. Om peace, peace.
Okay, thank you so much. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.